Coming to you from the work desk, it's day 8 and it's time for a quick strike. Hello and welcome to the dojo here on Mr. J-Wag's channel. Today it is time for a quick strike, a small amuse-bouche, tapa-sized episode that we release mid-basho to keep us hungry for more sumo. But spoilers abound, so if you have not watched through day 8 of the March 2025 tournament, stop! Watch through day 8 and return to us. Alright, so this one has been a real fun one, but not entirely unexpected. Okay, so our leaderboard is Ozeki Onosato, Maegashira 4 Takayasu, and Maegashira 14 Chudano Umi with a 7-1 record. Obviously, Onosato, the Yusho pick, doing very well. Very excited about this. But I'm most excited about how he is winning. He is winning very fast matches. He doesn't look like he's exerting himself. At the end of every match, he seems very, very balanced and not very bothered about the match. He's looking very, very strong. He's looking very, very dominant. And frankly, this is Ozeki Sumo. This is exactly what I had hoped for. Still looking for that 13-2 Yusho for March. But he might just be stopped by Maegashira 4 and famous runner-up Takayasu. Okay, now I did choose Onosato as my Yusho pick, but I could never be angry if this was Takayasu's actual chance to get his Yusho. For those of you who are new to sumo, Takayasu is the current active leader in second place finishes with no championships. So yes, Takayasu is sort of known for his second half collapses, but maybe it won't happen this time. He's already 2-0 versus the Sanyaku. He already beat Hoshoryu today with the Kenboshi, and he gets Kota Zakura tomorrow. So we are going to figure out pretty fast whether or not he's going to stick up here. I really hope so. And Maegashira 14 Chudano Umi. I do not have a lot of faith in him. I think he's like 31. He's mostly been in mid to low Maegashira for his entire Makuuchi career at this point. So if he gets aggressively promoted down the stretch, I do not see him doing very well in the second week. For reference, his current best win is Maegashira 12, Takarafuji, and he's not faced anyone better than that. So, yeah, I think if he faces anyone even in like high Maegashira, we're going to see that record take a bit of a downturn. Now, one win down at 6-2, we have 3 wrestlers tied, including Maegashira 6, Takeru Fuji, Maegashira 7 West, Tamawashi, and Maegashira 11 West, Meisei. Now, as we said in the predictions, we thought Takeru Fuji was going to do well, get 10 wins at least. He's on pace for that. And in fact, those 2 early losses may even help him because they may keep him from getting promoted as aggressively as he would have had he been like 8-0 at this point. But if he keeps up this form, he's going to start facing the top rankers, which I'm kind of excited for because I really want to see where his true talent level lies. I see Takeru Fuji sort of ending up at like 10 or 11 wins. I don't see him contending down the stretch, but obviously, of the ones left in like the top 6, he is one who could break out still. I am less optimistic about our 40-year-old Tamawashi. Like I said before, like Maegashira 7 has seemed to have been like a soft ceiling for him recently, and he has started very, very well in the recent past, say January. He started 6-1 in January and ended 9-6. So it's just I think that he doesn't have 2 strong weeks left in the body, so maybe 1.5 will be enough to hope for. But I'm not seeing Tamawashi like in contention on day 14 or 15. Now, Meisei is interesting. He's only 29. He's a former Sekiwake. He hasn't really faced anyone that impressive yet. I think his best win so far has been like Maegashira 9 Hakuoho. But this is a guy who had some serious like juice like about 2 years ago. He was hanging out in the Sanyaku. So if like this is one of those tournaments where everything's feeling right, we could see a lightning bolt out of Meisei. I'm not super optimistic, but like there is some potential there. And some Kyujo news, Maegashira 13 Nishiki Fuji ended up going Kyujo with a cervical spine issue, so I do not expect to see him back anytime soon. We had 4 members of the Judeo ranks go Kyujo, though crowd favorite Judeo 5 Nabatame should be returning on day 9 tomorrow. So come on, Nabatame, let's get that Kachikoshi. Stay in Judeo. We have 10 Makuuchi wrestlers at 5 and 3, so I'm not going to be going through them individually, but we have some highlights. First of all, Yokozuna Hoshoryu. Yeah, I expected him to get 10 wins and to give up multiple Kenboshi, and he seems right on track. Ozeki Kota Zakura, of course, Kataban, he needs a winning record to hold rank for May, is 1-1 versus the Sanyaku, gets Takayasu tomorrow, so we'll see. That 6th win will be very important, especially because he's going to be facing mostly Sanyaku members from here on out. And the Ukrainians, Shishi and Aonishiki, seem to be doing pretty well. Not entirely sure what Shishi is doing with his new, like, sort of but Cobra Tachiai, but it seems to be working for him. And Aonishi had 2 losses very early, but since then has gone 5-1. He seems to have adjusted very well. I'm expecting Kachikoshi for both of these fine Ukrainians. Sekiwake Oho, only 3-5. So I guess we haven't seen a full breakout from Oho. This seems to be the pattern in Oho's career. Every time he has a breakout and reaches a new level in his sumo, he seems to need to regroup for a couple tournaments and then come back strong again. So I don't see any catastrophic amount of losses in this tournament for Oho, but it looks to be about 6 wins. And from the very bottom of the Judyo Bansuke, Judyo 14 West, last man before Makushita, is currently in the lead for the Judyo Yusho with an 8-0. And for those of you who have been wondering if someone could go 15-0 from the bottom of Judyo and end up getting promoted all the way to Makuuchi, we don't know, because we have never had a 15-day Zensho from Judyo 14. Let's check it out, Kusano. Everyone, thank you for watching. Please stay tuned to the channel. Like and subscribe if you haven't. We will have another quick strike before the end of the Basho. Of course, our March recap and all of the rest of the amazing programming you have come to love from the dojo. So thank you all for joining us on this quick strike.